Hi, welcome to Servlet's tutorial. In our previous tutorial, we have seen how to set up develop environment for developing Servlet applications with Eclipse IDE. And in our previous tutorial, we have seen how to configure Tomcat with Eclipse IDE. So our develop environment is ready to develop applications using Servlet's technology. And here in this tutorial, we are going to see how can we develop a basic servlet application using this Eclipse ID. In order to create a servlet application, I mean internally, in more officially we can call all these applications as web applications because servlets and JSPs are used to develop web components. So we have to create a project of type web project. So in order to create a web project, what we have to do is select file followed by file new and select this dynamic web project option. So this dialog box will ask us for the project name we are going to create. Now we are going to see a hello world application which welcomes us to the servlet example, servlet technology. That's why I'm giving this project name as hello world, and I am selecting servlet version 2.5 as I have configured Apache 7 already with this Eclipse ID. That is why here you can see Apache 7 is appearing as my target runtime. So if you wish to give a different target runtime, you can configure one more servers with this Eclipse IDE. As I have already configured two servers, here you can see Apache Tomcat 7 and JBoss 5. All these are two different web servers I have configured with this Eclipse IDE. So in our example, we will make use of this Apache Tomcat 7. So after selecting your target runtime and servlet version you would like to use, simply click on this next button. So here you will see src, and here you can see build followed by classes. So every Java file that is compiled will be placed under a different folder whose name is classes here. So after all, you can simply click on finish. So this is the web application we just created. Expand this node. Here you can find Java resources, and you can find a folder with the name web content. So whatever the file you created will be placed under this web content file. Those files could be a HTML file, an HTML file, or a JSP file, or an images file you can use. Here you can expand a node, web content node. After that you can see to a folder with this name webinf, which is a main folder. Under this webinf folder you can find lib folder. So this lib folder contains all jar files that are necessary for communicating with some database or some other third-party libraries. This folder will contain. Here you can find an important file under this webinf directory whose name is web.xml file. And let us see this project structure in our navigator view. Expand this hello world application. Here you can see clearly web content, webinf, lib, metainf, source. Here you can see in this example we are going to create a basic servlets which welcomes to the world of servlets technology. So that's why let us create a simple servlet by simply selecting this src folder and give a right click, select this new option followed by servlet here, So here you can give the package name for your servlet, and give your class name. Here you can find a class which is a built-in class that is part of your servlet API, which is acting as a superclass to the class we are going to create. In other words, this for this hello world class, it will act as a superclass. This is HTTP servlet class. So in order to create a servlet in J2EE, we have to create a class which extends from this HTTP servlet class, or which extends from javax.servlet.generic servlet pack generic servlet class. Here you can develop servlets for different protocols, but the servlet we are going to develop in this example will be meant for handling HTTP protocol requests. So that's why we are extending a class that is available in this package, HTTP package, whose name is HTTP servlet. After giving this class name, simply click on this next button. Here you can see the name of the class we have entered in previous screen, and here you can find a description. So here you can write some brief information which about your servlet, which means act as a servlet description. Here you can configure initialization parameters for your servlet by simply clicking on this add button if your servlet needs any initialization parameters. So as of now they are not required, so we will see all those initialization parameter needs and why we have to give those initialization parameters in our coming tutorials. Here you can find an URL mapping. Here you can find what URL mapping as hello world. So here this Eclipse IDE automatically takes the class name whatever we have given in our previous screen as here URL mapping. So you can give whatever the URL mapping you wish by simply clicking on after selecting the URL mapping here, after selecting the text in the inside this box and clicking on this edit button, you can change that one. So after giving the URL pattern whatever you wish, simply click on this OK button. After giving URL pattern, click on next. Here you can see create servlet. This screen is asking you to import any abstract methods and constructors from superclass. Here our superclass is HTTP servlet class because we have specified HTTP servlet as our superclass in our previous screen. That is here we have specified. So simply click on next, and select whatever the methods you wish to import from your superclass. In this example we are importing just only this doGet method, not this doPost method. That's why deselect this doPost checkbox. No more constructors are required from your superclass. That's why deselect this checkbox. Finally, after making all necessary changes in this create servlet screen, you can click on this finish button. Eclipse is creating a servlet class for us. Here you can see hello world.java file. This let us maximize this. This is the code automatically created by Eclipse for us, depending upon the configuration we have given in our previous screens. Let us expand this source node, and you can find a package symbol. Under this you can find hello world.java. So come here, hello world.java. Let us maximize this one. Here you can see the class name what we have given in previous screens appearing as class name, and this class is extending HTTP servlet class. So as of now this constant is not required. Just delete that one and no need to worry about that. Here here you can see a method protected void doGet. So whatever the doGet method that is available in this HTTP servlet class is simply imported into our hello world application, because this doGet method is an abstract method inside this HTTP servlet class. So we have to provide implementation according to our application requirements for this doGet method. So in this example we are customizing the doGet method according to our needs. So as the first step, what we have to do inside this doGet method is we have to create an output stream to send data from this servlet to the client. So in order to create an output stream inside this servlet class, we have to make use of the methods that are available inside this HTTP response class. So as a first change, as a first step, what we have to do, we have to create a an output stream. We have to create an output stream. That's why I am writing the comment. Create an output stream object. That's why. That's it. And creating that output stream object. Here we can represent that output stream object by using the printWriter class from java.io package. Here, in order to get these suggestions or tooltips like this, you have to press Control space after typing some word, some constant name or variable name, response dot getWriter method we have to use. So this when we call this getWriter method, it internally creates an output stream. It internally creates an output stream for us and assigns the reference for the created output stream to this out variable. Out here means a constant that I have given the variable name like that. And here the second step for us is send data to the client or browser. So in order to send some output or some response from server to the client side, or in order to send some data from server to client side, we have to make use of the methods that are available in this output stream we just created in this step 1. So in order to make use of the methods, save this one, we have to use this out reference followed by, you have different methods like this, and most probably in general we use this println method which prints some output to the output stream. So here you can find some tooltip followed by println some string it is asking for us. Here I am typing message like this: welcome to servlets. This is the simple message I am writing. So just I am sending a simple welcome message to the client which will say